Okay, so in this video of the skills training technical guide for graphic design, we are going to be looking at two things that are very important for images in your designs. First one being 1.1, correct color mode of all images, and 1.2, correct color ICC profile in all used images. I'm going to show you where to find this within the document. In the actual project, you're going to see that under technical specifications. So right here, it's going to tell you your ICC color profile image that you need to use, which is US sheet fed coded version 2. And it's also going to tell you right here that the colors need to be processed. Okay, so those two things, the color and the profile, are basically what we get the information for from in order to fill that out. Okay, so first of all, let's start with the process part of it. So if I jump into Photoshop here, I've got an image open here. In order to check to make sure that it's actually process or CMYK, we would go to image mode and we would set it right here. Okay, you got to make sure it's set to CMYK if it says process. All right. In the other part of this technical specification, sometimes it'll say the colors need to be black only. Okay, so in that case, it would be grayscale. And so in Photoshop, once again, we've got an image here. And if we go to image mode, you'll see grayscale is here. Now, one quick way to check is at the top tab of the image you're working on. It'll tell you the color mode right here, CMYK or gray. All right, now what about the ICC profile? Okay, for color images in this case, we know now that the colors will be CMYK, but it's asking us to use the ICC profile of US sheet fed coded version 2. And the place that we can check that is if we go into Photoshop and we go under Edit, we can convert to profile. We can convert to a profile of our choice. So by clicking that, you will see right now it is set, the profile is set to US Web Coded Swap version 2. All right, and we can make sure that the destination profile is set to the same. Okay, we want to make sure that it's not changing. All right, because what this window is actually doing is it's converting it to a different profile. All right, we can use this window to also check to make sure it's correct. And if it is correct, we can either hit cancel or we can convert it to the same one if it is correct. And we hit OK. Now, you're not completely done by just changing that. What you have to also do is when you save a copy of your, or if you save your work, I'll just say to the desktop here, you need to make sure that you are embedding your color profile into the job, or sorry, into the image in this case. And you'll see it there. It'll tell you which one you're using. I think if you make this bigger, oh, maybe not. You won't see the whole name, but you can see basically that it's set to the right one. Okay, so that is correct. Now, in the other part of this project, there's some banners, and it's saying to use black. And it's telling us to use a 20% dot gain profile for our images. Okay, so first of all, we already checked to make sure that it's gray. Okay, we can see that it's gray. And so now, once again, we go to Edit and we go to our Convert to Profile. You will see in here that working gray is already set to a dot gain of 20%, which is correct. Now, if it was anything else, if it was set to a different profile here, we can always go down this list and find the one that we need to set it to. All right, and then once we're good, we hit OK. We do the same thing, File, Save As, and we just make sure that the embedded color profile of dot gain 20% is put into the file when you save it. And that is the correct way to work with color profiles and also how to set the color mode of the images that you're using in your design project.